Good morning, millennials.
Ooh, let me help you with that. Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Millennial Morning Show, the morning motherfucking toast.
Season 2.
Season 2.
We got renewed.
We got renewed. Thank God the network was happy with our work and our ratings.
Those bigwigs at TNN really
yeah.
love the work we're doing.
Good morning. Oh my gosh, it really feels like it's been so long to be back here. And when I woke up this morning, I was very unhappy, just to be alive and to be awake. But now that I'm here in full glam, minus my hair, I'm feeling very excited. There's so much to talk about. There's so much work to be done, and it's 2019. 2018 was truly the year of justice, and we ended on a very just note. And I haven't figured out what 2019 is going to be the year of, but whatever it is, I'm sure Merriam-Webster will follow in our footsteps and make the word of the year again.
Yeah, and I think 2018 was the year of growth. It was the year of learning, and it was a lesson that I learned was at the start of 2018, all we were doing was counting our chickens before they hatch. So I think in 2019, we will be a little bit more prudent when discussing what 2019 will bring.
You know, I don't really understand what prudent means, but I just know it's the right word for this situation.
So 2019 is the year of prudence.
Okay, sure.
Also, I'm so sorry about my voice, but when I was talking last night, thank you.
Do it, Jackie. She doesn't even know what she's doing.
No, but I endorse it.
Okay.
I was talking last night. By the time I went to sleep, I had no voice at all, and I was really worried that I was going to have nothing to give the toast today. What would have happened if I didn't have any voice? I would have shown up and mimed through the show, but you would have literally had to talk. I mean,
well, I was going to say, it wouldn't be much different than an average episode. I just would have an easier time cutting you off.
Totally.
There's nothing worse than feeling...
So today you're going to work me to the bone so that tomorrow she has free reign.
There's nothing worse than just feeling so powerless without a voice. Especially if someone who prides himself on being the loudest person in the room, not having a voice is such a difficult time for me, which is why I can only do karaoke so frequently because that's always when I lose my voice. That's the beginning of the end when I'm drinking and screaming to all too well, you know?
I totally understand.
It's very sad.
Maybe I'll try singing later. You guys can loosen me up.
We have such an action-packed show for you. Obviously, we're going to recap just some personal...
adventures.
No, updates. No, that wasn't the right word.
I thought you were going to say some personal advances.
Yeah, but then I thought that was the wrong word.
Updates
was some personal life updates. So much happened in the time that we were off, and not only in our world, but then in the world around us. So much celebrity news. The world didn't stop turning, unfortunately. So we are going to recap the Fast Five that happened while we were offline. But before that, let's just dive right in. I have a list of things that you and I need to discuss.
On a personal level.
On a personal level, and I wrote it down, and now I can't find it.
Every time we take a break, we come back and say it feels like we never left, but it really does feel like we left.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't remember any of this.
No.
I'm kind of nervous.
Who are you?
Look at me.
Spooky
stuff.
It's the ghost of Sneetch's past.
The first thing that everyone is just dying to know about, and the same, I just can't stop talking about, is Olivia's wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I just have PTSD from weddings because mine was such a treacherous experience, even though looking back on it, there was nothing treacherous about it. Everyone really got along. There was no family drama. I was just a nut job and I drove myself crazy. But I had such a bad time at my wedding and I don't have positive memories when I think back on it. I love my marriage, hated my wedding.
And you know what? I think that's what's more important.
Me too.
But I feel it's whenever any child goes first at anything, there are lessons to be learned. And I feel the bit of advice that you never got that you needed, which I feel now everyone tells everyone is enjoy it, take a moment, don't worry.
No, people told me that. If I could go back on myself and give myself one advice, would be engaged shorter.
Drink?
No, I watch Olivia, she DL'd
You guys, that is the key to success.
Is don't be engaged for long, and it's so funny, when I sat...
Whatever member of society made you feel a year engagement is standard, a year engagement is long. Anything you can do to shorten that, you should do. If we can give you any advice.
When I first got engaged, my friend Alicia's mom was do it fast, just get it over with. I'm no, it's such a time to be alive. Oh boy, was she right. I see Olivia went through 1 or 2 weeks of just busy treacherousness of
busy
organizing everything, but that was it. And then she got married and now she could just live her life. I'm so jealous of that. I had stretched out the treachery for 6 months. That is what I learned. And she was just such a happy bride. And I was the opposite. I was a misery. And I was I didn't inflict my misery on anyone else. I was a self-loathing and self-pitying miserable bride. So I see Olivia who's literally glowing,
Les Mis bride.
Yeah, Olivia had like sunshine beaming out of her eyes.
Yeah.
Like she just did it right. And people like were like, is she pregnant? Why is she getting engaged so fast? Well, because she got engaged in September and she wanted to get married on New Year. So what? She should be engaged for 15 months or 3?
3, you guys.
Makes the most sense.
All my life, I thought that being engaged was the greatest time of your life.
I know.
And I'm here to tell you that's just not true. It's definitely better than the months before you're engaged when everyone's asking you when you're going to get engaged. And it's like, I hope that I don't know because it's supposed to be a surprise. Like, that's annoying too, sure.
It's also better than the months of like not having a boyfriend.
Right. But like, being engaged is like great, like the first week or 2, and then it's everyone's like, when's your date? But then it also like everyone's like, but you're just getting married so soon. It's like, can everyone calm the hell down? And more people ask me what my colors are.
Oh my God, why is that a question?
I don't know. And I feel like people feel the need when talking to a future bride to ask questions about the wedding. And I feel like toasters and really my friends, like I went to a dinner with my friends, a holiday dinner with my Colgate friends, and it's like a lot of friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And not one person asked me about my wedding, and I was so grateful.
Blessed. My friend Anna.
They must watch the toast.
My friend Anna is obsessed with weddings. Like when I was getting married, every time we got together, she was the first person to bring it up. And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to kill her. And then my friend Margot was getting married, and I'm like so glad it was on someone else. And Anna was always the first person. Now Anna's getting married. She knows what she's done. She doesn't bring it up.
That's so nice.
Yeah, but she's getting married. I'm going to Mexico 2 times within a span of 2 weeks. Tarch.
Olay.
Is that what they say?
No.
No, it was really the wedding of the year, and what's so great is that it happened over the course of 2 years. So it was the wedding of 2018
and 2019.
And 2019. It was the best night of my life. Having a wedding on New Year's was brilliant. Like she
guys.
thought of everything. Like when I was really just truly a guest because we weren't like involved in the planning at all. Like I was surprised when they wheeled out all these New Year's, like glasses, hats. I'm like, genius. Like I didn't even think of that. I'm like, but thank you. The band, like I was just living as a pure guest.
A pure guest.
But like an important guest.
Yeah, like everyone was like
Wishing me Mazel Tov too.
right and excited to see me. I was Fortniting all over the place.
Oh my God,
the
Jackie.
new dance move that the kids are doing. I think
Jackie
it's
just discovered that this is the move that the kids are doing. And I discovered it when I went to Ben's little cousin's bar mitzvah and all the kids on the dance floor were doing the floss and the this. And
but,
they
like,
looked so stupid.
I've seen the floss and like it never spoke to me. And like just something about Fortniting like looked so fun. And it really does require like a little bit of skill and coordination.
Right.
And like, oh my God, I was Fortniting.
And she
all
got a
night.
headache.
And I literally, I'm barely out of the woods on my hangover. Like it was a true 48-hour hangover.
You know what was
and
so
I
funny?
think Fortniting did not help. But I'm telling you, like,
Did you drink at the after party?
I had one drink, and then I was like, this will do nothing positive for me.
I just couldn't stop drinking. Like I was ready for the hangover. Like, cause I decided then to do a dry January. So I'm like, this is my final meal. And I just went so hard and I was like in the cab home, rolling my eyes behind my head. I took 2 Advil before bed and I woke up completely fine.
I can't talk to you. Like,
And I was gonna do a dry January, and I'm ready 2 days sober. But then I realized this Saturday we have a good friend's birthday, and I was thinking, I'm like, okay, this is the one thing in January that's holding me back. I'll either just drink for one night or just sit this one out. Like I'll still go. But then I realized I have this big trip to Mexico where it's like all about drinking, and it's just January's not gonna work for me.
I understand. I'm gonna try a dry
March
January.
might work for me because I have so much work.
I can't drink. Like I can't drink again. I don't know if I'll ever get over like this hangover. And it's just so unfair because like I wasn't any more drunk than anyone else.
No, it's so unfair because like you're so much fun when you're drunk too that like for me like it's annoying that you don't
But it's
drink.
like the universe is telling me not to drink.
No, I know. I wonder what it is. Maybe you need to switch alcohols. Would you ever just try drinking tequila?
No, because then like I'll like be drunk and hungover and like smelly and
Yeah, the smell is a problem.
Yeah.
It lasts.
maybe gin.
So Ben has this pimple on his lip.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Okay.
Everyone's talking about it. And it's weird because I heard that he saw Dr. Fichepman and even he couldn't help.
So we were joking like that it's a herpes, ha ha ha. And then last night I was like talking to Margot because Margot gets cold sores. She doesn't have herpes, she just gets cold sores from stress. And then I'm like, oh, I thought this whole time we were joking, but like Ben totally has a cold sore. I'm like, I've been kissing him. Do you think I'm gonna get one?
I don't know. I didn't see that's where the story was
No,
going.
I know. And then I was up all night reading the difference between pimples and cold sores. And there's a strong chance that it's a cold sore, but there's also a strong chance that it's just a pimple because it's like right above his lip. And he popped it, but you could also pop a cold sore and like you're not supposed to. So I was just getting all the information from Dr. Margot. When it comes to cold sores, Margot is truly a PhD.
She is.
Yes.
She's an expert in the field.
Yeah.
But Dr. Fichepman didn't have a take on it?
Well, so we're now thinking that he was actually the one who gave it to Ben, like, because he just like licks trash up the street and then like licks our faces, like it's disgusting.
This story gets worse and worse.
I know.
Worse and worse.
I know.
How's Theo?
So amazing. And I gave him a bath yesterday, and I'm like all about giving him like the most fragrant soap because if Theo's dirty, like I wouldn't know, but if he smells, it starts to bother me. And like I love to use him as a pillow, so I can't have like a smelly pillow. And I use Dove body wash.
How's to get a cold sore?
Right. Pink eye. We used Dove body wash, and he's smelling so good, and it really was like moisturizing for his fur. He's so soft. You felt him last night?
He's a precious angel of a man.
No, he's really like, and now I've been home for a month straight, and I was really gone for like 6 months, like every week. And Theo like started to resent me, and he loved Ben and slept with Ben and loved Ben in Ben's legs, Ben. And now that I've been home for a month, I've like dedicated my life to Theo, and it has paid off. Like now he sleeps in my legs, and to be honest, I'm hating it because he really annoys me when I sleep.
Oh my God, I'll take him. I had such like, what's it called?
Oh, do you want to take him next week? Because I told you I'm gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right, maybe I will. Maybe that'll be.
Oh, and that's Zach's bachelor party.
Oh my God.
So you should really take him.
Oh my God, I really should. Wow. Okay. I have to think about this.
A lot to think about.
But I really was having Theo withdrawals like while I was gone.
Yeah.
All I did was like look at pictures of him and like just talk about him. And
People think we're so crazy.
No, like, oh my God, I can't. And then obviously the picture surfaced, I'm sure you guys saw, of Theo as a Russian Jewish grandmother.
Fleeing
his
the
home
genocide
country in the night. It's a very sad tale.
Theo got a bath by his girl Allie, who listens to the toast, and she's just the greatest. She takes the best pictures of him, and she wrapped him up in a towel, like literally a schmata around his head, and he looks like depressed in the photo too. So it's really
He's
like
literally a babushka.
he looks like a political refugee, like fleeing his country. And Jackie like created this whole narrative about him leaving his Russian shtetl with his mother's borscht recipe, the only thing that he had on him, and fleeing to America.
I mean, and it's so sad because he was the #1 matchmaker in his country.
Right.
Then he comes here, he doesn't know enough people to make matches. But then he was an early investor in the Russian tea room,
Oh my God.
where he made his fortune and was able to put all the money into his medical practice, where he gave Dr. Theo Pacheco.
Jackie, this is like a children's book. We need to write a children's
When
book.
I was thinking of this story, and by the way, I think of this stuff, like I think of Theo's
theorize.
I theorize about Theo's origin story and a million things, the counselor and the camper.
Right.
And I really think like I have such a crazy imagination that I was thinking I should write children's books.
You really should, and then you just have Susan Meyer illustrate them for you.
Great.
Yeah.
Or what about Carrie Bradshaw when she
Cigarettes. Kathy, her name is Kathy, right? Little Kathy cigarettes. That was actually funny. So to recap, it was the wedding of the century. Olivia's going to come on next week and do a whole recap. They're mini mooning this week in somewhere, and they're busy. But when they come back down to earth, I was exploiting Olivia's wedding for all the likes. Like, I was out of control. Like, I was being so thirsty, and like, I don't care.
No, so was I. It all paid off. Her wedding had such good flow, which as someone who's planning a wedding, and someone who is obsessed with flow, that's really something that I'm worried about. Like when you click the hashtag, what do you see? But no, for me, my flow is popping. Should we talk about my flow in the Dominican whenever you want to get off your phone?
Oh, no, I did. Sorry, there's just some drama. I'm just,
Ooh. Oh, there's a snitch.
There's a snitch. Okay, sorry, you continue.
But like, what are you going to snitch on?
I don't know.
This
Who
is
cares?
public. Congrats.
Okay, continue.
My flow in the Dominican.
Oh my God, literally, I was in Vegas while you were there, and the points guy was like, who takes Jackie's photos? Like, did she literally plan this trip for her Instagram? I'm like, yeah.
Zach takes my photos.
I said Zach.
He did such a great job. And he always takes my photos. But one, it really helps, like, having lost some weight. Like, it's like, you don't hate every single photo of yourself.
That is so true.
No, like, it's really, sometimes, every time I get dressed, for the most part, not so much in New York, I need to be better about it. I ask someone to take a picture of me, maybe it's going to work for Instagram. And usually, like, it ruins my night. Like, and I was just
and your self-worth.
Right, and it's just, I can't bounce back from it. And I've just had the opposite effect all throughout the trip, and it just really made me feel so positively. It was great. Also, speaking of Olivia's wedding, I did an episode with her, Patreon episode before the wedding about all the details pre-planning. So if you're interested, patreon.com/morningtoast. And then we will do a post-wedding episode.
Patreon really got everyone through the drought. We did good Patreon. Me and Margot did the funniest episode in the airport, recapping Vegas, because like we were piecing together our night, because we literally were Theo fleeing Vegas for Olivia's wedding, and we were piecing together our night, and I literally just put the phone on. I'm like, we should be recording this, and it was so funny. So if there's any month to sign up for Patreon, it would be now, because you get all that, and then you get like 20 episodes before that.
Yeah, now we're at like 30 episodes, Patreon episodes total. And we have a lot more to come. Like I have so much stuff on deck, it's just a matter of time and place.
If I ever like finish my home, I will be doing some sort of tour.
We have Olivia's home tour coming up. We have a 3 Identical Strangers expose with Ava on deck. And obviously all the wedding stuff that you could ever need.
Okay, now tell me about the Dominican. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. And
you
know
tan.
what? I had a spray tan. And I met so many toasters.
Really?
I met toasters who were on vacation in the Dominican at Casa de Campo, and then I met one toaster who lives there, and she was so cool.
Of course.
And the toasters are always so cool, but it was really like, you know, going across international lines.
Right, no, that's
and
exciting.
meeting toasters is even more exciting than obviously meeting toasters in toaster watering holes. So I just want to say shout out to all the toasters that I met. You guys like really were so cute. So like everyone came up, asked for a picture, was like so nice and normal about it. Couldn't have been happier. I took a couple pictures with some like really tall skinny girls in my bathing suit. And I hope they never surface.
Yeah.
But I hope
Points guy. We saw the Lady Gaga opening night show. It was fucking amazing. I had some critical, on the Patreon I said, I gave it an 8.7 out of 10. I had a couple issues with it, including the set list and some of the, the Enigma, theme. It was like she was trying so hard to make this theme work, like it was her fucking bat mitzvah. And she just, kept referring back to Enigma, and it was so stupid. But she is a true performer. Her body, Jackie, oh my God. She looked amazing. And she was being seen from every angle. She was wearing a leotard, her vagina, she had it covered. She was snatched to death.
I have to see it. And I have to be honest, I couldn't listen to your recap. Well, actually, I want to listen to your recap because I don't think it'll give away too much about the show.
No, it won't.
But I couldn't really watch all of your stories because, I have to go and experience it for myself.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
at
do.
one point, it was literally 1 a.m. and I was about to get on a flight and come meet you guys.
So the night before, TBG said they had an extra ticket, someone dropped out, and Katie Maloney was in Vegas and she was supposed to take it, but she got sick. So I was literally me and
you
Margot
were out
were
in
texting.
Vegas. I was home. I had just gotten home that evening and I was up. It was 1 a.m. and Claudia was like, they have an extra ticket, come. And I literally started looking at flights for 8:30
And
a.m.
packing.
And packing. And then I went to my closet to see what to wear. And I couldn't find anything to wear. So that was already putting me in a mindset of not going, which was stupid. But anyways, in the end of the day, I decided not to go. I'm glad I didn't go. I have I have so much business in Vegas coming up.
Yeah.
That it's fine. And you know what? Sometimes just the kids have to be kids. Yes, I can Fortnite with the best of them. But I'm 26 years old.
And we were rallying hard. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have been able to do it.
Please, no one rallies like me.
That's true. And actually, no one rallies like Margot. She is insane.
I don't know. She's
I
always
saw the
complaining.
true snitch, Jackie. I saw a snitch get kicked out of a club and then not remember the next morning.
Oh, I heard. Everyone heard.
And she didn't know. That was the thing.
It was the turntable heard around the world.
No, truly. It was so wild. Just listen to the recap. And then also, I just wanted to tell you that the morning after Olivia's wedding, my doorbell rang and I opened the door and it was Ben's tuxedo.
Oh my God.
How crazy is that? I am so angry. Me and Ben, do you know what Fly Cleaners is?
No.
It's like an Uber for dry cleaning. It's much more expensive, but they deliver and you can track it. It's supposed to be more reliable. Ben sent his tuxedo for Olivia's wedding 2 weeks ago. It's the tuxedo that he wore to our wedding. And literally they were dodging his phone calls. It never came. They said it was lost. I said it wasn't lost. They were really reaching out so crazy. They were dodging our phone calls. Ben was like, can you call Fly Cleaners from your phone? Because I think they're not answering me. I called, they picked up. So crazy. Never heard anything. Still charged Ben. I was putting this all on my story because I was so mad, and so many people were literally, they lost my entire bag of laundry, or they sent me half my laundry, half someone else's. I had to go through.
What is Fly Cleaners that's why didn't you go to your regular cleaner?
It's like an app, so it makes it so helpful. They pick it up and they send it to, they outsource to a local whatever. I thought it was easier.
There's no accountability there.
It's fucking trash. Let me be a warning. Thank God we got it back. I wasn't even upset. Yes, it's annoying because the tuxedo costs a lot of money, but it's the sentimental value. We had all those cute little engraved things on Ben's tuxedo from our wedding. That's what I was really upset about, but we got it back. TG. TBG.
It's so funny how you call him TPG
To his face?
to his face, and then I was it's probably how people call you Gwunge, Gwunge.
But they don't to my face. And we were in Vegas with his friends, his friends for 10 years, and they were not understanding I was calling him TBG. They call him Brian, and I'm like, who the fuck is Brian?
That's so funny.
And when I was trying to fit in calling him Brian, and it just felt so wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Brian.
JC. Okay, so
I wonder if we have any new toasters today who don't get that joke. If you don't, you have to go watch old episodes because
I can't go into it right now. My armpits are sweating, you know?
No, I can't get into it right now, and I need Olivia here to come and lie about it. Anyways, without further ado, are you ready for the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. First story, I think the most exciting story because our girl Kim and our man Kanye hire a different surrogate for their 4th child they are expecting.
I wonder if they were unhappy with the first surrogate or it's just not healthy for her to have.
They said the couple couldn't use her again because she had just given birth to her own child in December, TMZ reported. Page 6.
Wow, she's fertile.
No, totally. So, and that's her and her husband's 3rd child together.
That's so cute.
But Kim and Kanye are expecting their 4th child with a new surrogate, and I'm just so excited.
Well, if you're a true toaster and you're in the Morning Toasters Facebook group, we knew this a while ago. They said, that they already have a fourth in August. And now people are commenting on the old post being like, oh, bitch, you were right. Also, NT had a blind about it, like, because there's so much hype that Kim and Kanye are getting divorced. He said, don't believe the hype, they're about to have another kid.
But I thought NT was
also saying that
they were getting divorced.
Totally, it was confusing. But then right before this, like, when Kanye went on a crazy Twitter rant, Kim Instagrammed a picture from her holiday party with a very famous divorce lawyer, and everyone thought it was like, ooh, and I even was like, ooh, but no.
But, like, it was their holiday party together, and the divorce, like,
right.
I can't. The holiday party.
Ugh, I mean, I just want to say, Kim did an amazing job. I loved the Grinch theme. I loved the snow. But when they were all, like, in their shoes and gowns running through that dirty snow that had, like, it turned black, it would look so disgusting. And, like, all the pictures you could see, they, like, whitewashed the snow because it was really gross.
But what's so crazy is, like, Northwest, like a girl who's grown up in California, like woke up on Christmas morning with snow in her backyard.
She's gonna be a fucking nightmare when she grows up. Like
that is, when I saw those stories of them sledding in LA, like that's so crazy.
No, it's so crazy. And I just wanna know, based on what we saw, who do you think was the drunkest person at the party? Say it on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Paris Hilton. She was being so funny the way she was dancing. Like, she has no rhythm, but she was just, like, throwing herself into the fun. And I just, like, I love their friendship.
I'm so happy that
and
it
they
is
keep posting pictures together.
We're together in Aspen. And then also, she's really good friends with Sofia. So I really am happy for Sofia that Sofia has someone, like, they call each other big sis, little sis, maybe a little counselor camper vibe. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that, like, Sofia has someone to lean on, because I'm sure she gets, like, so intimidated going to the holiday party.
Of course.
And I really thought, like, when she did that whole thing of, like, I thought the decor was beautiful.
Me too.
The party looked incredible. Like, obviously, John Legend, made it about himself.
Oh my God, what is with that? Like, there are other people who sing. Hello?
Like, Kanye sings.
No, totally. No, like, there's so many famous people there who could have performed. It's like, I've had enough.
J-Lo was there.
Totally, but, like, she works so hard. Like, let her have a break.
Let her sit.
Let her sit. I love that J-Lo and Kim respect one another. Like Beyonce, they say, like, she hates Kim, like, probably does. Like, J-Lo and Kim respect one another. Like, queens respecting queens.
And J-Lo respects the hell out of Kris Jenner.
I mean, only a fool wouldn't. Kris Jenner promoted Second Act. I kind of want to see Second Act.
I've never wanted to see a movie less.
Oh, no, sorry. Well, I saw Mary Poppins, and I was, like, just in the theater leading a life of regret that I didn't see Second Act, because it couldn't have been worse than Mary Poppins. And I got a lot of shit for saying Lin-Manuel Miranda was bad, and I don't care. And then I spoke to someone who is a Broadway, like, he works full-time in Broadway. He's an aficionado. He has seen everything on Broadway multiple times. And I said, did you see Mary Poppins? Because I wanted to get a true artist's, a theater's perspective. He said, no, I didn't, and I can't because Lin-Manuel. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I'm not trying to take credit away from the fact that Hamilton was an amazing feat. Like, it is the greatest, most successful show of our generation. And Lin-Manuel's part in creating it is nothing short of a masterpiece. That doesn't make you a movie star, like, overnight. And I just couldn't deal with it. And he was taking away from Mary Poppins, and she was good, but he was the star. The whole movie was him. And I just couldn't. Like, it was so bad. So long.
Do you think that maybe a piece of you, like, can't
of course.
Look at Lin-Manuel because of the drama?
Of course. And I just have to say, the amount of people, new toasters, who think that it's really Lin-Manuel is so crazy. It's a code name, and, like, I kind of feel bad. Because it's, like, people associated with him. Like, one day someone's going to ask him, and he's on the street. Like, he's going to be like, who is that?
Yeah.
No, totally. It's not him, you guys.
It's not the real Lin-Manuel. It's weird, because as someone who, like, loves movie musicals and, like, Greatest Showman and anything movie musical adjacent, I've never, like, had a thing for Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm, me neither.
So I'm not dying to see it, and now that you guys didn't like it, I'm especially not. But what I heard, what's so crazy, is that they didn't use any of the songs.
So I don't...
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I don't yearn for Mary Poppins whatsoever, but, like, I could fuck with a supercalifrag, and it wasn't there.
A spoonful of sugar.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Julie Andrews is rolling.
No, totally. In Genovia.
Oh my God, Claudia. The Lily Moscovitz DM.
The toasters are the best, because they do a lot of the work for us. Like, they'll DM, like, Heather McMahon and be like, go on the toast, and then Heather will text us like, okay, I'll come on the toast. They're like our publicists. Mm-hmm. And one of them DM'd Lily Moscovitz. What's her name? Heather, right? Heather something. The woman who played Lily Moscovitz, and was like, there's this show, The Morning Toast, like, the Millennial Morning Show. They love you.
You should go on.
And what did she respond? Thanks for the warning.
Like, thanks for the heads up. Like, something... She was not interested, you guys, and now I have a pit.
No, I know. It was fucking terrible.
And I'm sure someone will send her this now.
No, totally. But, like, if you want to come on the show, sure. But it seems, like, very cryptic, you know?
It just seems... She's not interested. And you know what? That's okay. Not everyone's a toaster.
Oh, sorry. One of my 2019 resolutions is to cut back on the singing. I heard your cries, and I'll only sing when it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. Me too.
But who's to say when it's necessary and when it's not?
Who's to say? And so just a little more Kardashian update, which is that Sofia Richie joined Scott and Kourtney on the big family trip over New Year's Eve. So not only was they were spotted
Christmas.
together in Mexico, like Scott and the Lord and his ladies. Then she was at Christmas, and then she went on the family trip to Aspen for New Year's Eve. And so like she's really in it.
Totally.
And I'm so here for it. I'm so here for Scott and Sofia. Like, I ship them for real.
No, now that like everyone's on board, I'm on board as well. Like I wasn't on board at first, and
I wasn't on board at first, but after a year of them being together, like that's legit.
and now I can give it.
And on the once we saw him on the show, he seems like really good, and that she's like the exact type of partner that he needs.
Yep.
And I'm just happy that everyone's embraced her. But it must be weird because like for a while she was really good friends with Kendall and Kylie. And then they obviously dropped her when she started dating their sister's baby daddy. And now it's like, is she just supposed to forgive them for giving up on her? It was like when Blac Chyna and Kim used to be best friends and phase two together.
The family drama where they don't always align is very confusing because like Kanye's beefing with Drake, but then this weekend Kendall and Kylie and Travis went to Drake's party. So it's like, I don't understand like where the alliances are, and that's where they confuse me because usually they're all like, they stan. But like, here's another interesting factoid that I found interesting. You know Abigail, Taylor Swift's best friend? Redhead named Abigail. She follows, and she's like Taylor's ride or die.
That's an instance where singing is absolutely necessary.
Of course, and I didn't belt it, leave me alone. She follows Kendall and Kylie on Instagram. I just thought that was interesting, I found that yesterday.
Maybe she's like, well, first of all, Kendall and Kylie, like, they are a little bit removed from Kim. Like, it's not like she follows Chloe, because they are half-sisters.
Yes.
And maybe it's like when your friend follows someone for you so that they can get the tea and report back.
No, it's
like
crazy.
Maybe, like, Taylor goes on her Instagram to, like, look at what the Kardashians are up to.
Oh, maybe, but, like, she could also do that on any Instagram. They're public.
Why? Her fans would find.
No, yeah, but she can make a Finsta. Or, like, her mom. I don't
her
know.
fans would find.
Totally. People are saying that her and Joe Alwyn are going to get engaged soon.
I saw that.
But I don't believe it.
Where do people come up with this stuff?
I don't know. Like, how do they know?
It's like when people make up stuff about the royal family. It's like, you don't know them, Melanie Bromley.
Just because you have an accent does not an expert make.
So I guess that's all the Kardashian.
But they were giving us the content while we were on break. Like, they were really making up for the loss of the toast.
They were. And I just love watching Kim ski. It's so weird.
She's so good.
She's so good. She's such a beautiful skier.
And those hips, like the way they just curve down the mountain.
They all really are so good, and they like film while they ski, and like it's like walking for them, which is so crazy.
No, it's just truly like a rich people sport. Like people who
but like it's a rich people sport, but it's like they're not the type of people that I think of when I think of people who ski. Like with their heavy bottoms. Like,
yeah, totally.
Proportionally, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, but it's extra cushioning,
Yeah. And they're not like Kim. The Jenners are athletic, but like Kim and Chloe
are not.
So it is not what you would expect.
True.
It's an interesting factoid that I find
interesting. I understand.
Next up, Coachella lineup is out. Ariana Grande, Childish Gambino, and Tame Impala are headlining the double weekend affair. So I'm gonna go through the lineup.
Okay.
And name just people's names who I've heard of.
Okay.
How does that sound? Janelle Monáe, the 1975, DJ Snake. I think he does those end of the year recaps.
Yes, he does.
Diplo. Casey Musgraves.
Woo, woo. Did you see Idris Elba's on there? Did you know he's a DJ?
No, I didn't know that. Ella May. Jaden Smith. I'm assuming that's, is that Jaden?
What was the name?
Jaden Smith. Like Will Smith's son.
Yeah, that's Jaden.
Jaden. He sings?
Yeah. Did you know also that terrible boxed water in the blue cartons is Jaden Smith's company?
What?
Yeah, when I was at the audition, they checked in and they gave it to me. I'm like, no, I'm good. And they were like, it's Jaden Smith's water. I'm like, I still don't want it.
So he's a purveyor of water. He's an artist.
Mm-hmm. He was on the song Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Oh, right. That I should have known.
The rap. Yeah.
I should have known he was an artist.
That was the collab of the century, honestly.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, then so that's everyone I know on Friday. On the second day, Tame Impala, I've heard of them. Solange, Kid Cudi, Weezer, Beverly Hills.
Jackie, you gotta do the slow 4-night. That's where I wanna be. Gimme, gimme.
Did you see the SNL sketch about Weezer?
Yes, I did, when they're all fighting at that Christmas dinner.
But is that like a Weezer thing, or they just happen to be like talking about something so random?
No, I think it's both. Like, I think there's like a hardcore Weezer like cult. I think there's like WeezerCon, you know?
That it was like the weirdest
at the Javits
thing
Center.
ever.
It was funny.
J Balvin, Billie Eilish, Maggie Rogers.
I know, I saw.
Wow, Wiz Khalifa. Wow, he's on the third line. How the mighty have fallen. Bazzi, he sings that song about Theo. Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. I'm not kidding
God.
though. Every time I see Theo, I play that song. For real. Virgil, he's a singer too.
No, he's a DJ.
Oh. Arizona, which is a group or an artist that plays often on Lauren Bushnell's stories, and they're very soothing sounds. Okay, I think that's it for day 2. Day 3, Ariana Grande, an in-tune choice as she is the artist of the year and can be targeted towards the Coachella
Community.
clientele. Community. Khalid, love him. Zed, Dylan Francis, Chiverches, love them.
Chiverches.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry.
Churches.
Obviously, but like if you want it to be churches.
No, Chiverches.
It's like they're asking us to pronounce it.
couldn't agree more.
Chiverches. Pusha T. Oh, so we know that Kanye won't be there. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. And that's it for the third night for me.
Honestly, like, I'm not going. And I never was. Like, Ariana was like, I was like, oh, maybe. And the Casey Musgraves of it all. But Casey's so interesting. She's the only person, I think, literally in the history of the world who has played Stagecoach and Coachella. And I'd much rather see her at Stagecoach because Stagecoach sounds like a better time.
And like the Coachella clientele community will not appreciate her for the artist that she is.
No, they certainly will not.
Yeah, I was never going to Coachella. For a minute here, I was like, oh, if I were going to Coachella, I might have like not the worst time ever because of Ariana and co. But it's just not worth going for the most treacherous weekend ever, especially when we have to go 2 weeks later for Stagecoach. I have my priorities in order.
No, totally. And here's the thing. Any festival at that particular location is going to be extremely treacherous between the weather, the walking, just like all of it. And I can put up with it for the happiness that is country music, for the love and all that. But I cannot put up with all that treacherousness for 2 acts that I really like. You know, like I'm not going to fly 6 hours, stand in the desert heat just for Ariana Grande when she's coming to New York in Madison Square Garden. And if I really want to see her, I'll see her then.
Right. And then it's like, if you're going to Coachella, you like have to go to the parties and then like you find yourself like trying to get into like a Bumble pop-up.
Ugh, oh my God, trash.
I'm good.
I'm so set. I'm all good.
Okay, next up, Taylor Swift's season Reputation tour came out New Year's Eve day. And
New Year's Eve day?
New Year's Eve day. New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Day, but it was the day.
Oh, yeah.
It
Sorry.
wasn't the eve.
Yeah, no, it was December 31st.
Yes. And Claudia Oshry has a lot of thoughts.
You know, I do. And I'm seeing a lot of commentary that people are upset, and I mean, me as well. There was no, like, backstage, like, juicy nuggets.
It was literally like it could have been a live stream.
But at the same time, that's the mantra. There will be no explanation. There will just be Reputation. She doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to harp on it. This era is over, and to be honest, I'm ready for TS7. Like I wasn't the biggest Reputation fan. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but like in terms of all of her chapters of her music, Reputation is pretty low on the list for me, and I'm really excited to move forward into something else. But that being said, I never get Taylor Swift content, so I just got 2 hours of pure Taylor Swift, and that works for me.
That works for me. It was great, like background music. I'll definitely put it on again. I didn't watch the whole thing from start to finish because like you guys were being insane. But I'm glad she did something for the fans.
No, yeah.
And something like mainstream. I didn't have to download DirecTV Now's backdoor channel.
But here's the thing. The thing is, usually they tell people like how much money these deals are worth, but they hadn't said anything. I'm dying to know how much Netflix paid.
Because she never.
What do you think, though?
How much Netflix paid her?
For the rights to her thing.
Maybe like 20 mil.
What? Oh my God, I was gonna say more.
Really?
Like 100. Well, because like think about it, they drop money
No, but
like
how much
business.
did she make on her tour? Like 100 mil.
No, way more. It's like maybe 300.
Right. So like, this is no extra work for her.
Yeah, that's true. But also Netflix has no like, they just throw money at everything. Like they gave Adam Sandler $300 million to do a couple movies. Like, I mean, he's big, but he's no Taylor Swift, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like they have no value. They don't appreciate the value of a dollar, you know?
No, that they throw money at everyone.
At everyone. And Ryan Murphy also has like a $500 million deal. Like, please.
Sandra Bullock, Bird Box.
Oh my God, I didn't see it, and I'm like loving not understanding these jokes, and I don't really want to see it.
No, I understand the joke because she's wearing a blindfold, and it's really funny. Like, ooh, someone says this.
Right.
So that I'm enjoying the memes. I don't watch horror movies. Like, I can't.
And apparently it was very pit-inducing. And I'm done with Black Mirror, and I'm done with things that give me pits. Like I have
kind
enough
of want
pits.
to watch the Black Mirror movie.
No, I have enough pits
At
in
least
everyday
Black Mirror,
life.
like, makes you think. I don't know. Black Mirror, yeah, makes me think in ways that I
The
ordinarily
pig, really?
wouldn't.
The pig makes you think?
The pig does make me think.
No.
Because where would you be
If
the prime minister was fucking a pig?
Oh, where would I be? I would be watching.
I would not be watching.
I would be watching.
I know that I wouldn't be watching. And it made me think, am I a watcher or am I not?
Are you a grower or are you a shower?
No, and I'm not a watcher.
No, I'm just done with things that give me pits because I myself have so many organic pits that I grow in my stomach in everyday life that I don't need to seek it out in entertainment via a streaming service. And that's all I'll say. But in terms of the Reputation tour, very grateful for it. I love having just more Taylor stuff to stream. But I'm ready to move on.
So she did the Dallas show. Did she wind up doing her performance with Marin?
No. She didn't include any guest performances, and she didn't even have that. She didn't have that many. Like in the last one, she had so many, and she included a bunch of them in 1989. But she didn't include a single one, because there will be no explanation. There will just be Reputation.
Savage.
Savage.
Next up, just in a little bit more Taylor Swift news, because she had her New Year's party, everyone dressed up, and it shows that her squad has changed. Yeah. The 29-year-old pop star who previously gallivanted around town with the likes of Lena Dunham, Carly Kloss, Selena Gomez, Haley Steinfeld, Martha Hunt, and more, hosted a New Year's Eve party with a, quote, childhood heroes theme, but the guests were different from her usual crowd.
I didn't realize that was a theme.
Longtime friends Abigail Lucier, Gigi Hadid, Blake Lively, and husband Ryan Reynolds all attended the soiree, but there were some newcomers, including Iris Apatow.
Oh,
Maud's
is that the
sister.
older one?
No, it's definitely the young, because Maud is the older one. Maud.
So a 13-year-old was at a party?
And they were drinking. Did you see that, Gin?
Of course.
Stylist Ashley Avignoni and model Leah McCarthy. Quote, Mary Poppins, Audrey, Ariel, Miss Frizzle, Cinderella, Gwen, Mr. Toad, Avril, Nancy, Drew, Posh Spice, Rizzo, Frida Kahlo, Steve Irwin, Dorothy.
Frida Kahlo?
Sorry.
Okay, I was just checking.
Sorry. She captioned a series of photos from the party. Quote, this new year we decided to dress up as our childhood heroes, sending you all love and hope going into 2019. Okay, I didn't know who the hell anyone was, except for obviously Ariel. And I also didn't know what they were dressed as. Oh, and Mary Poppins. And I didn't know who was who.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and Dorothy.
And there's so many things are happening from this photo, which is so crazy.
Oh, Frida Kahlo looks great.
People are now saying that Gigi was there without Zayn, meaning they must have broken up.
But don't they break up like every
All
week?
the time.
So.
And I guess if you're not with your boyfriend on New Year's Eve, like you're not together.
But then it's like if you are with your husband Ryan Reynolds and he's going to this like chick party with Iris Apatow, who's 13 years old.
I know.
That's weird too. You just can't win.
I wonder, I often think about if Ryan Reynolds ever feels stupid when he's hanging out with like Taylor Swift and her like girlfriends. Like Martha Hunt, you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
He looks stupid.
He looks so stupid. But what is he gonna do? But like, why doesn't like Blake have friends her own age? You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
'cause
love.
he doesn't let her.
Right, because she's the girl in the cage. I love that Blake appreciates, and anyone who like loves Taylor, I love. But I'm just like so curious about these friendships and like what the dynamics are. I'm like, do they text?
No, but like the parties used to look really cool.
That 4th of July party will always be like the time I missed out on, like with all the pie.
But like,
And
how
all the
do you feel
patriotism.
about this party?
I was very, my FOMO level was very low.
Like,
It didn't look that
you
way.
were at Olivia's wedding, and say truly, like Taylor Swift. And it wasn't about, and like Olivia was fine with you doing either. Would you rather have been at Taylor Swift's dress-up party or the wedding of 2 years?
I mean, obviously Taylor Swift's, but like
Really?
just in terms as far as parties go, and I'm a party professional, a purveyor of parties. It didn't look like a good one.
No, it didn't. It did not.
No, I can't believe that little Apatow girl was there. Can we just check that was her? What was her name? Iris.
Iris.
Are we sure she's the little one? I think you're right. Yeah.
She definitely is, because Maud is the other one.
You're right. She is the younger one. How old is she? Age. 16. I mean, I guess that's not that weird for Hollywood, but like it's still kind of weird.
No, like, it's kind of weird.
I agree.
And Taylor Swift is 29. 29? Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Well, you would know.
Actually, I like 100% made that up. Hold on.
Yeah, that seems a little high.
Taylor
I think she's
Swift
27 or 28.
age.
Blake is 31. She's double Iris's age.
Taylor is 29. I was right.
And Blake is double Iris's age. How old is Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know. He looks 75. Like
The party needed a chaperone.
yeah, of course. It had to be responsible.
Parental supervision.
And Andrea Swift was busy, so
So they called in.
the next best thing.
Okay, next story. Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. When the waves are flooding the shore and I can't find my way home anymore, that's when I look at you.
You guys didn't want me to sing. This is
Was
what
that
you get.
good?
That was so bad. Like maybe your worst, but only because your voice is gone.
I thought it was better.
No, sometimes you really hit it, like with Miley's notes.
I mean, should I try again?
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
You guys.
No, we're all good. No, look what they're making us do. Making us so self-conscious.
Totally. This is what you've done. You've changed us. Miley and Liam are married.
So precious, so happy, so wonderful. It was so humble,
It was so humble. It was just like in their home, and it was like the same exact wedding that her parents had 25
But she
years
still
ago.
wore like a Vivienne Westwood glam gown.
Right, and she was like ripping the jewel and being a cutie. And I love her. I love him. I want happiness for them both. I honestly thought they were already married.
Me too. They're like Kylie and Travis. Like it doesn't really matter. They're just husband and wife.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the government says.
And their mom and dad.
Right. No, she looked so happy. They're really just like the cutest couple, and I love the Chris Hemsworth of it all. Like him and his wife, like really throw down with the Cyruses.
But then the Cyruses throw down for them too. Like,
Yeah, like they head to Australia.
Yeah. So they're really like our great set of in-laws,
Mm-hmm.
and I love this Miley. I love this era.
It's just annoying that like people who have money to like throw the most extravagant weddings are always the people who like literally have a $5 wedding.
Yeah.
It's like you have the money, spend it. And it's like us
But it's like
plebeians with no
Miley-
money like are spending outrageously on weddings.
Right, but Miley's a different sort of egg.
She's very like hippie.
But it's like Nick and Priyanka, spared no expense.
No, of course not. Like literally the country of India like paid for half that wedding.
It was
like
the
the
royal
taxpayer
wedding.
dollars.
Totally.
Totally.
You know what someone said? Like, so she was Miss India, and she was in the
She
pageant
was?
circuit. Yeah, before she was an actress. And so was Olivia Culpo, obviously. And like, he obviously has a thing for like pageant girls. Makes you think.
Maybe we should join a pageant. What would your talent be?
Singing, obviously.
Of course, me too. What would you sing?
The Climb.
I think I would do It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion.
But maybe I would sing and dance, show that I'm not just a one-trick pony.
Okay. Apparently, people are really upset at the fact that I'm not singing, but I'm staying strong.
Yeah, no, you're gonna suffer. Fifth and final story. Andy Cohen reveals he's having a baby boy.
Such a shock.
Such a shock.
And I can't believe that we haven't spoken about this yet because it happened it literally happened the day that we finished.
Right, because like Andy just wanted it to be about him and not our interpretation on the matter. But the 50-year-old television personality recently announced he's expecting his first child via surrogacy, and on Monday he shared the gender of the baby during CNN's live New Year's Eve show.
Which was so funny. I watched a couple clips.
Oh yeah, I heard great things. I didn't watch the clips because I can't watch videos on my phone, especially
Because you get nauseous.
Especially when I'm hungover. So if there's any video that came out on New Year's Eve, I'm not watching it. Except Chrissy Teigen's
Getting hit in the face.
didn't require any sound.
So funny.
And it was more so of a GIF.
Funny.
I was able to stomach that. I'm so excited and happy for Andy. He announced it on the Watch What Happens Live Come OG Faithful episode, and obviously all the OGs were like just
They
stunned.
really didn't know. And actually, the footage that they have of just the camera of the housewives finding out is so funny because, did you watch it?
Yes.
Teresa's reaction
It's,
is like 30
delayed.
minutes delayed. So funny.
So funny.
I just love when people take like their fate into their own hands. You know what I mean? Like you want a baby, make one. Like
Yeah, and
it's
it's like-
2019. Oh, I almost said 18. We could do whatever we want.
And it's so crazy because the baby's gonna be born actually soon because like this has been going on behind the scenes
Right.
for so many months. So it's like we didn't even know that he was dealing with all of this. Like
Happiness.
now we actually just get to enjoy the good part.
What do you think he's gonna be like as a dad? Like strict?
No, I think he's gonna be a cool dad.
Like you think he's gonna let his kids like drink in the house?
No, but smoke pot, yes.
Yeah, for sure. It's so interesting. I would imagine how lucky that baby is. Like, oh, I'm so jealous. Imagine having Andy Cohen as a dad. It is a dream.
It is a dream. And then like all the housewives.
Like are your aunts.
Yeah, and Sneeches is.
And he's gonna get such good gifts, like for his baby, like so many Hermes blankets.
Oh my God, totally. Everyone's gonna get him a gift because like everybody just wants to be on his good side.
And,
it's
like-
like all of the people who are like work for him technically, like the housewives, like they're all rich.
Yeah.
So it's not like usual like subordinates in the workplace who it's
Right, like give
pay-
you like a little rattle.
Right, and it's like you feel bad because like you pay them and you know like everyone's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we need to talk about Vanderpump Rules.
I know. It's the greatest show on television, and so much is happening online right now. And even though like we're living 6 months ago on the show, the tweets are still happening. Apparently James went on a terrible Twitter rant last night, and I read some of the tweets being like, Jax, get over the fact that your dad died. Like crazy. And then he apologized, and then Jax was like, oh please, Bravo told you to apologize. We all know.
Oh my God.
And then there's this fake Raquel Twitter
Right.
with this picture of James in bed with a bunch of men,
Including Logan.
insinuating something. But that Twitter is completely fake. But like for a while, everyone thought it was real. It doesn't matter. The picture is real.
Right. Or so it seems. But that's the thing about James, because like in the episode, it's almost like maybe he deserves like one more chance. I personally didn't think so, but like the argument could be made. And it's like, but then you see in real time that he's an even bigger asswipe, and it's like, why doesn't he ever learn?
And what's so annoying about this show is like the irony of it all. Like people are like, James, why? Raquel, why are you still with James? Like what she can't say is like, I want to stay on the show. And I haven't made myself enough of a star to stay on without him. So if I break up, I'm not on the show, and then I have to go back to pageant school.
Right, in Sonoma County.
Right, and it's like, she's like, I have a degree. Like, congratulations, everyone does. That doesn't
ice
make you
cream chart.
special.
The
The
ice
what?
cream chart.
So terrible.
So terrible.
No, but she talks about a degree like it's like she literally graduated from Harvard with a PhD.
Right.
Like, please, I have a degree too.
Anyone can like pay money to go to college and graduate. Like it's not that
Doesn't make you
crazy.
special.
Right. Also, it's like as much as James is the absolute worst, like horrible human being.
He's making the show.
He is so funny. When he was talking about Sheena, like nothing, I don't think there's anything funnier than like British people or people with different accents imitating Americans. When Lisa does it, it's so funny.
Yep.
When James did it, Sheena, the girls, we're not going to be your friend if you don't put James in his place.
Wait, when James gave his brother $5,000, that was like so cute and I was gonna cry.
And they made sure to show it to us so that like
Right
we
before he
felt
got
bad.
fired.
Right.
And I did feel like a little bad, but like not really, because they
But
still make
anyone
money.
can be like a good brother, like a good family member, and a horrible person. You know, just because you're
Of
like,
course. Just because you have $5,000 and you give it to your brother, it doesn't mean you're still not terrible.
right? Like you could be a good brother too. Like you don't have to be terrible all the time.
James is like loving being the villain though, but then like every couple weeks he like hates it and like tries to defend himself and then like says terrible things about other people. Like, you're the worst, I'm not the worst. But like he loves being the villain.
Right, and he knows that that's why he's on the show. So like he has to play into it. But then when it really like comes to bite him in the ass, like I think he does really feel bad. But he'd rather be famous and on the show than a good person.
Of course. But like that kind of reaction, crying like because you got your DJ gig canceled, like isn't realistic. Like let's be real. You get paid less per episode when you don't work for Lisa.
Right, no, but like the See You Next Tuesday thing, I think that is very real.
And it's really successful.
Right, and like he is a DJ, like he does go to other clubs and stuff, but like I think that really is like his bread and butter. So I do think that actually affects his career as opposed to Jax having to beg for his job back. Like
totally.
That's that shit
As a bartender.
I don't like.
Totally.
And it's like fucking making the manager of Tom Tom. Like I can't.
It's so unfair.
degrading.
It's so unfair.
And Lisa is such a bitch.
Me too.
Anytime she's in her confessional, like no one's talking about Jax, and she finds a way to insult him.
No, I love Jax, and
She was like, we're interviewing people. We're looking for experienced bartenders. Guess Jax Taylor won't be applying. And it's like, one, no one's talking about Jax.
such a good memory.
One, no one's talking about Jax. And two, he's actually an extremely experienced bartender. He's been working for you for like 15 years.
Jackie, I can't believe how much like verbatim you're remembering stuff from an episode over a week ago.
No, I know, because like there were just some things I really felt the need to talk about.
Well, since it is 2019, I do have many a resolution to work on, and one of them is my brain. And I'm taking many steps to get there. Vitamins, Skillshare. Not only do I want to better my brand, but I'm taking like Photoshop and video editing on Skillshare. I'm also taking like brain, like math. Like I need help. Like I don't, like these lines that you're repeating, I don't remember them.
That's so crazy.
I know.
I'm so excited. I'm a huge supporter of this, and it's a great resolution.
I know. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. You'll discover countless ways to fuel your curiosity, creativity, and career. You can take classes in social media marketing, mobile photography, creative writing, or even illustration. Like I need that. I think now is a great time for like anyone to sign up for Skillshare. You can join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. You can get 2 months of Skillshare for free. Skillshare is offering the Morning Toast listeners 2 months of unlimited access to over 25,000 classes for free. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/morningtoast. Again, that's Skillshare.com/morningtoast to start your 2 months free now. Skillshare.com/morningtoast. I don't know, maybe I'll see you in class.
Oh my God, you guys could be, what's it?
Classmates.
Classmates.
Peers.
It was so funny. When I was getting ready today, it felt like the first day of school. Like I broke out a new bag. I felt like I was like putting all my pens and pencils in.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel that way. I felt like really tired.
It was like what was I gonna wear for the first day of school? I came up with this monstrosity. No, like honestly, I look kind of cute.
No,
and
you
with
do.
my bag and my jacket, like it all works. But on the feed, I look like a
Let me
washed
see.
up animal. But
No,
I
you
also
don't. You look
still-
nice on the feed.
I'm on hour 72 of a hangover. I don't
Right.
have a voice, and I'm struggling.
And you're doing your best.
And it's fucking Thursday. We'll start fresh on Monday.
It really feels like a Monday.
It's like we came back because like you missed us and we missed
you.
But like I could have definitely waited until Monday.
Jackie, we were so undeserving of school supplies as 11-year-olds. Like we didn't even know the joy. Like for us, it was just like reminding us that school was back. But like what an exciting time school supply shopping was.
It was such an exciting time. I think I personally understood it a little more than you just because I've always been very planner oriented, you know, binders and pens and pencils. And like I used to be so obsessed with my handwriting. Like every year I would try a new font.
Jackie has the most amazing handwriting, like truly like a computer.
Every year, and when I was like in 6th, 7th grade, like it was even better than it is now. I would try a new font every year, like my standard font. Then sometimes I would one year I put caps over my A's. Then I stopped dotting my I's, which, by the way, is like the best thing of all time.
Really?
You know I don't dot my I's.
But that's confusing because like it kind of looks like an L.
It's shorter than an L. It really isn't so confusing. And then it's like you have all these random dots on the page. Like my pages are so
You're a freak.
clean. If I showed you guys my notes, you would die. And so then like pens and pencils, and it's like I always had different color pens, and so my notebooks would be in different colors, but it didn't mean anything. You know, it looks like someone who's like really serious about
like a
this
Monica
thing.
Geller vibe.
Right, but it's like, no, I just am serious about the way this page looks.
I understand. I can't believe you don't dot your I's. That's the weirdest thing.
I know. And it's like as someone who you would think dots their I's and crosses their T's.
Right, you're very on top of things.
She doesn't dot her I's.
By the way, you guys, Camp Toast tickets sold out. I did, a couple tickets got refunded yesterday, so there might be like 2 or 3 left, but there was a wait list, so I don't know.
Some drunk toasters bought tickets.
Yeah, this girl wrote us an email. She was like, honestly, I bought my ticket. I was so drunk. Like, I can't afford it. Please refund me. And I was like, for sure, girl, I got you. You can get a refund for your ticket up until like a month before the event. So there's like 3 tickets left just because some girls canceled. But for the most part, we're all set. I'm so excited. We need to start getting planning on like the itinerary, the activities, social events calendar, trips to the Cape.
Mixers.
Right, clam bakes.
Clam bakes, for sure.
Yeah, kosher clam.
That's so exciting. So what are your other New Year's resolutions?
Really working on my brain, working on my show.
Yes.
The Dirty Jeans, just like
but
evolving
those two
it.
might go hand in hand.
Of course. And just continuing to be the skinny bitch that I am. What about you?
Oh, that's a great one. So really piggybacking off of last year's, learning to cook.
Of course.
Learning to drive, for real. Now that we're joining the country club, please accept us, by the way. I think that will be pertinent to the situation. And then I definitely need like a wellness one. You know, like I drink a lot of water. I don't even drink that much alcohol anymore. Being a skinny bitch like wouldn't hurt. Maybe that's.
I mean, you're so skinny these days. You're fine.
But like, it's not just enough to be skinny. Like then you have to stay skinny. That's almost harder.
Maybe I was gonna say that might even be harder
than getting skinny. Like I only know how to gain or lose weight. Like.
I was watching the Today Show this morning because the Points Guy was on, and I didn't realize I had already missed a segment. But I sat through this segment about this couple who together lost over 240 pounds, and it was so funny because like they did this whole thing about them, and then they brought them out for like the big reveal. And their after picture, she was wearing the same dress as she was wearing on the Today Show. I'm like, girl, get a new dress. You're skinny.
Totally. Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Then you have to go shopping.
Totally.
Maybe we should go shopping. Just kidding. Did you get yourself any holiday presents, or did you receive?
I got an iPad from Ben, which I'm loving. Now we're 2 gals with iPads. And I brought it on my trips with me. And like having it on the plane is a true game changer. I didn't even open my computer.
Have I ever legged you astray?
Never.
Planner.
iPad. Planner is a true game changer.
Music to my ears.
Yeah, I'm done with Google Calendar, like, and their fucked up time zones.
Please, and I don't need a notification 30 minutes before. I'm not going to remember 30
I get a
minutes.
notification 30 minutes every single day before the toast, and it's one of the most annoying things.
That is so annoying. That would give me such a pit. Like
I
know
might
where
just have to
need
delete the whole thing. Like, it's so annoying.
Damn, that is annoying. What else must we discuss? We're back tomorrow, just another fun-filled show. Hopefully I have a voice, but if not, I know a girl who can carry the show on her back.
Who?
You.
Have you ever done the show alone?
No.
I did it once.
Right, and when you did it once,
it was horrible.
And that's when we learned that that's not an option.
No, yeah. I was like, oh, I love it. All the attention's on me. It was terrible.
And
I did the show in 15 minutes.
Also, like when you had to excuse yourself a few weeks ago, like I did the show alone for 3 minutes.
Right.
And it was like really fucking hard.
It's impossible.
So that's not an option. I'd rather do no show.
Yeah, right.
Or like call you and do a podcast.
Right.
Somehow.
Okay, I can't believe we just breezed right by that. We're so on time. Oh, we missed 11:11.
I guess we'll have to make a wish tomorrow.
Okay.
Or tonight.
Or tonight. Okay, so we will see you guys tomorrow. Any housekeeping we got going on? No, we're back tomorrow. Recap the real news, whatever happens. Hopefully some good shit.
Hopefully.
I forgot how to function because the show's over. What did we say at the end? This has been the Millennial Morning Show, the Morning Toast. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, and we're also available on demand as a podcast in the podcast app on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, all the places. That's all we got for you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you this morning. Peace out.